wanted to write a personal review after watching the movie Titane, which was released in 2021. At first, I watched this movie because I wanted to save my time when there are so many dramas and movies. And I thought that at least if a movie won an award at an award ceremony, it cannot fail. So I found out with the help of ChatGPT. Of course, a few hours before watching this movie, I watched a movie called Nomadland, but I didn't really connect with it, probably because I don't have the economic, social, and cultural background of the United States. So it wasn't easy to understand or relate to it. However, after watching both films, I realized that they had something in common. The search for identity, the essential question of who I am. In the end, whether it's the United States or France, they share the same theme, just in a different way of expressing it. And I think that's true for Asia as well. In fact, while seeing a movie called Titane, I thought, what the hell is this movie about? And then, all of a sudden, it's about killing people. And I was like, did a horror movie just win an award? It actually reminded me a little bit of the French movie Extinction, which was one of the movies I saw in college and was so shocked by. It even came up in my dreams because it was so disturbing. It is really haunting. So I thought, oh, this is a French movie that is even more perverted. I could not even tell if it was a dream or a reality. But I forced myself to watch it, and I understood what it was trying to say. Of course, I had a lot of help from ChatGPT with questions along the way. In the end, it's about a woman trying to figure out her gender identity. After the surgery, she has a lot of trouble finding out who she is. In fact, it is safe to say that up until that point, She is genderless. She is genderless. Then she gets involved with a man and begins to live a little of her life as a man. But her body vividly expresses that she has a female body. Through constant internal and external conflicts, she finally comes to terms with her gender identity as a woman. This part is perhaps more passive than active. More than anything else, I was more interested in sharing my own perceptions of gender while watching the film than talking about the plot. In fact, I am a follower of the socio-culturally accepted gender. In other words, I'm a guy who likes girls. But in my personal opinion, women are the same as men, because I think they are offshoots of one. Just like a fetus becomes a man and becomes a woman over time. And I think men have a penis, and I think women have clitoris instead of penis going in. I think men have testicles, and I think women have testicles that split off and become vulvas. Of course, my personal opinions don't match up with scientific opinions and claims. I know that men have XY chromosomes and women have XX chromosomes. So at the end of the day, a man and a woman are not biologically different, just physiologically different. So am I gay because I have these thoughts? I don't really know myself, so maybe I haven't found my identity yet. Based on these thoughts, if I meet a man socially and culturally, I am gay. If I meet a woman, I am socially and culturally heterosexual. And if a woman meets a woman, she is socially and culturally a lesbian. And if a woman meets a man, she is socially and culturally heterosexual. There are so many gender identities: gay, lesbian, tomboy, ladyboy, transgender, etc. Plus pedophile, zoophile, etc. I don't know where to draw the line. Identity is a very complex field, whether it is defined biologically, socio-culturally, or by an individual's feelings and thoughts. Moreover, this identity is always linked to pleasure. Some people say that we don't need an identity as long as we have pleasure. And since we are animals before we are human, does that make sense? It's very, very difficult. What does it really mean to know who I am? To be myself? What I have been feeling lately is that people in the media, journalists, writers, directors, and other professionals are always throwing out the messages to society about the problems, but they are never really able to come up with the solutions that are needed. And of course, me too. And that's what makes me so bitter. I mean, sad. That is it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I am not good at speaking English, so I use a translation program. So forgive me. Bye.